Welcome to Boston on the Record with Randy and Chi-Town. Chi-Town, what you got on your mind? We want to get it off, put it on the record. But before we do that, we got to go to a commercial break. This is the time where we ask the viewers to subscribe, like, dislike, comment, do something to engage with the program so that we'll be able to reach more people and our family will grow. Now back to our regular scheduled program. Talk to me. Tell me something. Tell me something.
Man, Rain, I was over here on my lunch break trying to watch this marathon of the A team, and I was thinking about something else that was like really stellar, A team type of thing, and remind me of the performance that Shakur put on this past weekend. So I was like, I got to hit you up so we can get right about it. Now, Randy, we had already said in our pre-fight discussion on this, we've said it for a couple of months. We've said it amongst ourselves without put on the record. There is absolutely no way on earth that Tia was ever going to be able to beat Shakur. Who can? I don't know who is speaking or who had spoken something different, but they was either paid or delusional. But there was just no way he was going to beat him. Um, but one thing about boxing that we always speak about is you need that one opponent where people can really see uh, how tight you are, your level of skill. Sort of like when Bud just outshined EJ, and people realize, okay, Bud is the truth. And then he obviously just shut it down with Canelo. We all felt that way. Um, one thing about um, oh gosh, Shakur is that he's always had skill. He's not been lacking the skills. And in all of his previous fights, when he was trying to put on a showcase, when he was fighting in Jersey or he's fighting someplace else, and he would do one of those, Roy Jones type of things and fight. Okay, yeah, we're about to go home now. We're about to go home now. Okay, we'll be out here in another round. And but the fight would never end. Always go the distance. Then he would come back with some type of thing about he hurt his hand or he did this. I always said I wish he would just stop trying to impress people with knockouts. Stop trying to do that. Just fight his fight. I'm a cat that does not need knockouts at all. I'm about the sweet science for real, for real. And so I've always seen that he had that level of skill. I just wanted him just to embrace it and fight with that level of skill. Be who you are and do what you have to do. And this is exactly what he did in this fight. He showed everyone that he does have that level of skill. And we spoke about skill and athleticism before and everything, but I think it was put more on display. People could really see it more in this fight. Well, Shakur, he's a very good, I will say, a master technician when it comes to judging distance. Taking just a little half step back, taking a little half steps to the side, not getting out of range. He can really do the range thing very good. Excellent jab, very good jab, off rhythm jab. He knows how to set up his opponents. Knows what his opponent's going to do. I was really impressed. Uh, he did what we expected, but not only that, he showed everybody what Tio is, which is like a C plus B minus fighter, and that's what he is. I think Tio wasn't ready for that level of embarrassment, but regardless of what, that's who he really is. He needs to spend more time trying to develop a craft. Maybe go to Shakur school and start learning from Shakur, opposed to being out here trying to be some kind of moniker, funny man. Oh, I'm gonna say all this stuff, just speaking hype stuff that is has nothing to do with how you literally fight in the ring. Talk to me, Randy. What you saw?
Man, I said I don't remember if we put it on the record or not, but I remember saying that this was going to be Shakur's best fight ever. It probably was going to be either like the Jamel Herring fight or even better because Shakur, they talk about how T.O. fight to his competition. Shakur kind of fight to his competition in a way also because Shakur is so efficient that he's not really wasteful. And if the competition ain't that great, he tend not to turn up. If the competition great, he tends to turn up. And once he felt like uh Tio didn't have nothing for him in the second round, kind of put it on cruise control, man. He just said, "This will win the fight. This is all I need to win the fight. I mean, why I got to show you everything I got in my bag? I'm gonna just show you what I'm doing. I'm gonna just win the fight, however it take, whatever it take to win the fight. And he told us that. He said, I bring out whatever style I need to win the fight because that's what it's all about, winning the fight. And a lot of people would have liked to see him step on the gas, but unlike them, me and you feel the same way. I love the sweet science. I love those chess matches. I love that what's gonna happen next. I love that setup move. I love uh the long drawn out boxing match. Cause some matches, man, I watch and I'm like, I hope these matches don't never end. And then some matches I watch and I be emotionally tied to that particular fight, not the fighter, but that particular fight. And I be putting myself in that situation. I'm like, man, this need to get over real quick because it's kind of scary because you don't know which way this gonna go. Because somebody could easily get knocked out. And I think a lot of people want Shakur to take that risk because I don't know if it's because they want to see him lose, or is it because they don't really follow the sweet science and they want to see the back and forth because it's easier to keep up with Rock'em Sock'em Robot. We both grew up on that, and it was basic. They run to this meet in the center of the ring, and you punch till one of them head come up. So it's easier to follow boxing that way. So I wonder, do we have a lot of bunch of casual fans or what? Because if you want to see all that, why don't you just watch MMA? Because that's what they do there, or mixed martial art, something that's constantly engaging. But this is the sweet science, and we're getting away from the sweet science. And he's probably the purest one out there right now that display the sweet science. And I enjoy it, man. I get excited every time I hear he's gonna fight because you don't never know what he's gonna bring. And for us, To, man, as I told y'all before, To just don't have it. To look good when he's with people that he are head and shoulders above. But if you notice something about T.O. career, he never had to face a Shakur Stevens. He never had to face the elite fighters. And it's a big difference between the elite fighters and good fighters. T.O. is a good fighter, don't get me wrong, but he's not elite because he can't make adjustments. His feet ain't as great as people say it is. His defense is not as great as people say it is. Not even his offense. Those tactics that he be doing and the moving around that he be doing, that's a distraction. People see that as athleticism, the same way they see Loma as some fancy feet. I don't buy that. I don't buy that. I don't buy what the narrative. I don't buy what the public try to give me as a narrative. I buy what I see. And if I don't see it, I can't pay for it. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not buying the hype. So you can't give me, and I'm finna date myself again and give it back to you. You can't give me a Cadillac Couture and call it a Cadillac. I know it's a Chevy Cavalier. What say you?
Randy, yeah, very, very good points, man. Something that bothered me after the fight, and I mean, this is a cat that for years has been just jumping all over the place trying to get something. And to get something is a payday. Uh, is the Connor been trying to create some kind of fight against um Shakur and be like, oh, we can fight now. This cat fights at 47. That's where he fights. He jumped up to 60 to do his little thing. He fights at 47. We have fighters at 47. He's been fighting at 47 his entire career until he, chose to jump up and everything. Boots was at 47. He never jumped in the ring trying to holler at Boots. He never jumped in the ring to try to holler at Bud when Bud was at 47. When EJ's at 47, it's like he picking and choosing the cat that's lower. Now he can't beat Shakur, don't get me wrong, but I think he feels there's going to be some kind of payday there or something like that. Devin Haney is who he should be calling out. Devin Haney is at 47. Devin Haney has a belt at 47. Why are you going to someone below? It's literally like somebody being at 35 who fights at 35, who may have gone up to fight one fight at 40, but fight at 35, but then all of a sudden see somebody fighting at 128, 126 pounds and starts trying to call them out. Oh, but you fight at 35 though, Oh, come up here though. Oh, we can make a fight next. We can fight that. What about the cats that are in your division? Why aren't you trying to fight the top cats in your division? So it kind of remind me of that. It's a payday. I don't even want to mention anything about that because it's just an easy fight for Shakur. There's nothing there but Shakur. Um, he's never going to fight Sean, but I think he should go ahead and try to sew up 40, and then he can go to 47, and he try to be the undisputed at 47, and probably going up to 54 if he does that. But I don't necessarily want him just jumping in and out to take certain money fights. I think he should just sew up these different divisions to keep building his legacy. Go ahead, bro. Talk to me.
But with that being said, we're out of here like last year.
Peace.